Well, look who came out of the woodwork at the end of the year. Man, 2025. What a year. Can't say it was a good one, but nonetheless, what a year. I don't really have a plan for this video. I'm kind of just talking off the top of my head until I feel I reach an appropriate ending point. But like, man, this year it had its ups and downs. Definitely ended the year on a downer. How have you guys been? That's you know, that's the big thing. It has been a while since I've made anything really. I think it's definitely been like a good few months since I put out the Uno video. I hope y'all are well. First, I guess not first and foremost. I already got that part out of the way. Man, it's been so long. I forgot how to be a content creator. That's insane. Man, where do I even start? This year was, at the time of recording this, it is December 30th. So tomorrow is New Year's Eve. And so it got me doing a lot of reflecting. Oh, this is a nice little area. Got me doing a lot of reflecting, and I think 2025 was a year that really put a lot of things into perspective. And what I mean by that is it really kind of forced me to become the person. Ultimately, it's the person I want to be, but like it's never a comfortable process. Like I got my heart broken multiple times, but recently more than anything. And that sucks. Being in love sucks. I don't know. But heartbreak is a bitch. There's gonna be a lot of cuts where I kind of just trail off or go on a side tangent that doesn't really matter. So bear with me, it's a process. What else? I put myself out there, I chased my dreams, got that apprenticeship, and I quit. So I did a lot of the things I wanted to do this year, but in this sort of backhanded, like fucked up, game that, is life, a lot of what I wanted was given to me, but in a very backhanded sort of way. Like I said, I pursued my dream, and I didn't have the greatest experience. I decided to acknowledge feelings that I had for people, and I don't know. I feel probably the loneliest I've ever been. One of my best friends moved away, and he left 2 days before my birthday, and that sucked. That was awful. And even now I miss him dearly. My car broke down, and I that wasn't cheap. There's so many things at the end of the year, from the middle point onward in the year, just went wrong. Like, nothing went the way I wanted it to go, and that really sucked. And boo-hoo, that's life, whatever, fuck you. But I'm ending this year in a spot where I don't know what to do with my life. I don't. And that not knowing, that uncertainty is terrifying to me. And so I decided that one of the things that brought me the most comfort when I was doing bad last year, it was making these videos. And so I decided, fuck it, why not, bring it back. Because what better place to vent all your frustrations and problems than the infinite void that is the internet. And Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. That's also, like, I've been coping like a motherfucker. Like, it's bad. Um, yeah, it sucks. Um, you know, my friends are all in relationships. I'm kind of the single friend. You know, that sucks. That fucking blows. 2025 has definitely been like a character development year, you know. It's been a lore arc for sure. But I did, on the bright side, I got to go see some of my all-time favorite bands live with my, like, one of my best friends. You know, that was awesome. I went to go see Linkin Park in my chem. That was so fucking cool. And we went to the Smosh House. Dude, like, I've made so many good memories this year, but I feel like a lot of those good memories are almost drowned out by so many things that I want to forget. This year, I ended it on a down note. I just feel lost. I don't know. Like, I know what I want to do. I know the things I want to do. Getting there is a challenge. Getting there is the hard part. I mean, like, I had a golden opportunity and I threw it away. And, you know, I feel like a quitter. You know, that's something that's been like eating me alive, is I feel like a quitter because I couldn't handle it and I couldn't stomach, you know, waking up every day and going into an environment where I felt like I was constantly walking on eggshells to get the approval of someone ultimately I don't even really know. And I think that's a constant theme this year, is like that need for approval, that need for, you know, to be validated, to feel validated, to be recognized, you know. Like I literally, there's someone I was talking to like months ago at this point, but I literally dropped them because they straight up told me to my face that I wasn't good enough to do what I wanted to do, and that my dreams, my aspirations were fucking stupid. I don't got room for shit like that in my life, but at the same time, that's one less person, and I'm a little more alone. And so a constant thing this year has been me weighing, is it better to be alone or surrounded by people who have my best interest? Because I can't have, you know, I can't be surrounded by a lot of people and have all of them have my best interest. That's not how it works. You know, in every garden there's weeds, and you gotta prune them shits, otherwise, you know, it becomes overgrown, and the plants that you want there, they die, right? So you gotta weed out all of the shitty people. They at some point they gotta go. And I'm not saying that, like, I feel like I've gotten all the bad people, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like all of the crappy people in my life are gone. Like, I'm happy with the circle that I'm in, but I guess a part of me still feels like I'm not really in that circle. I feel like I'm like, and I've always had like really bad imposter syndrome, right? Like, that's something I've always struggled with. In every friend group, is they're not here because they're friends with me. They're here because of this person or that person, and I'm never the one that people go to make plans. I'm always, you know, either the one making plans, or, you know, I'm there with the group. It's never like one-on-one. Hey Jake, do you want to go hang out? Hey Jake, do you want to do this? Hey Jake, let's go do that. You know, it's always me making plans like that. And I think that isn't intentional, but man, it fucking sucks, because it really makes me feel like as a friend I'm valued a lot less. And it's crazy, because the last time I brought up a concern like this to my friends, they straight up were like, fuck you, man. Like, what an asshole thing to say. And I'm like, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, I'm doing the best I can. But some days I feel like the best isn't enough. And some days I feel like the best will never be enough. It feels like this year, everything that I did, everything that I achieved for myself, I also somehow fucked it up. And I somehow managed to I don't know. I feel like I got hit by a lot of setbacks, I guess. If that makes any sense. I don't know. I don't really know. Like, I know next year I have a lot of big things planned. Like, my 21st birthday. Like, I'm going to Vegas and I'm meeting up with a bunch of my friends. And see, I'm excited for that. And I look forward to that. But I think, ultimately, I have these things that I'm looking forward to, but at the end of the year, I'm just kind of hit with this question of, like, fuck, where do I go from here, you know? Like, I feel like content, I wanted to do that, and I really tried to give it a shot in 2024, and I feel like I just didn't go where I wanted to go, and I wasn't getting the numbers that I wanted to get. And so I kind of, like, I got really burnt out, and I kind of gave up, and I lost all momentum. And then my friends, they skyrocketed, and they soared above me, and I'm happy for them, and I love them for everything that they've done. I really do. But I feel like I don't fit in with them anymore. I feel like they're too busy for me. I feel like, you know, my friends don't have time for me anymore. And I feel like I got left behind. And I know that that's not the case, and I know if I said that to them, it would, like, it would shatter them. But it feels like to a lot of my friends, I kind of just faded into the background. And that sucks. There was someone I was talking to, and I thought there was a vibe going, you know, and I thought that you know, we were really kind of hitting it off, and we kind of clicked, right? Until, you know, they wouldn't let me in, you know, and it's like, I'm here to help you with your shit, to help you with your baggage. That's what I want to do. I want to help you through whatever you want to, you know, whatever you need me to, you know, help you through. I'm here to help you through it, and I'm here for you. And instead, like, I just, you know, they kind of just shut me out. And when you love someone, you know, it's difficult, and it's hard, because that person kind of becomes your world, you know, and man, it just fucking hurts, man. Like, that's the shit of it, you know. Like, life hurts, love hurts, you know, loss hurts, but you get your shit together, you get back up, and you keep going, because if you stop for even a fucking second, you fall behind. So this year kind of just felt like trying to keep my head above water, I guess. But I got plans for next year. I got cool things that I want to work on. I got cool things I want to do, but I mean, at the end of the day, I want to feel like I have a purpose again, I think, is like the main thing. I want to feel like I like what I do, what I say, like it matters, you know. I feel like I want to be somebody. And I thought that that's what I was doing this year. I thought, you know, that's why I was locking in and doing the shit that I had to do. Is like, I'm doing this so I can be somebody. But I feel like all I did was like disappoint and let down like everyone in my life. And I've pushed people away. Hell, they're probably gonna see this, and you know, I'm sorry. It's been bullshit, man. Like, that's all I can really say is like, it's bullshit. It's such bullshit. But we keep it moving, you know? Keep that shit rolling. Because I don't have a choice. I don't have another option. I don't have, like, I don't have the ability to, you know, say, fuck this, I'm done. I don't have that sort of flexibility, I guess. I don't know. At the end of the day, I kind of I'm tired. I'm tired going into the new year. But I miss this, and I miss you guys, and I want to get back into making things because I miss you. And, you know, like, I plan on going to VidCon. I plan on vlogging that. I plan on going to Disney and vlogging that. I plan on going to Vegas and vlogging that. I don't know. Hopefully, you know, we see this world that I started for 2026. We see it grow. We see it evolve. And with it, we see me grow and evolve. I'm probably going to record a few more of these back to back, but I want to segment them into topics and you know, keep it organized, keep my thoughts somewhat organized. This one was a little all over the place, and this one was definitely a downer, and I am sorry for that. But I don't know. This year was kind of a downer, and so when I'm talking about this year, it feels like, you know, just by extension, just the video itself is going to be a bit of a downer. But I don't know. I mean, if you guys like the idea of me doing a playthrough like every year, and it's like just like, you know, 50 something, 20, like 30 to 50 episodes, and it's just me, you know, fucking yapping and you know, building something, and I might even like post the world file at the end of the year, you know, and put it up on like a fucking in my Discord or some shit. But yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to kind of touch on today. So yeah, we cleared out a nice little area. I think I'm gonna put a house right here, put a little fishing dock. I want to bring back the fishing streams, so I'll probably clear out some more of these trees and then, you know, call it a night. So I will see you guys next time. Take it easy. Happy New Year. I love all of you, and I hope to see you guys next week.